Trump went on Meet the Press and he kicked ass. I want y'all to hear this part right here where she tried to act like if the left, if Democrats cheated in 2020, then how come they didn't succeed with cheating again in 2024? Listen to how Trump handled this. It was awesome. Listen to how he handled it. It was dope. Check this out. Hit the like button.
Sir, I don't have to tell you this because you've talked about it. It comes at a time when the country is deeply divided. And now you're going to be leading this country for the next 4 years. For the sake of unifying this country, will you concede the 2020 election and turn the page on that chapter?
No. No, why would I do that? But let me just tell you, when you say the country is deeply divided, I'm not the president. Joe Biden's the president.
But you're good.
How the hell are they still asking him that question? No, he should not go back and concede 2020. For what? Lady, were you not listening this entire time? We've been putting out information. It's been a whole bunch of proof behind what the hell they've been doing. You see Hunter Biden just now got this huge pardon, one of the biggest pardons anybody has ever gotten. Hunter Biden just now got it. Why? Because of what they did to steal the election in 2020. Were you not paying attention? And she talking about, are you going to go back and concede? He was like, no. See, that's why I fools with him. They say that he lies so much. But this right here, Trump telling the truth, they can't handle the truth, Jack.
They divided. I'm not the president. Joe Biden's the president.
But you're going to be the president.
No. I'm not the president. So when you say it's deeply divided, I agree. But Biden's the president. I'm not. And he has been a divider. And you know where he divided it more than anything else, and it probably backfired on him, I think definitely, is weaponization. When he weaponized the Justice Department and he went after his political opponent, me, he went after his political opponent violently because he knew he couldn't beat him. And I think it really was a bad thing. And it really divided our country.
Sir, Democrats have control of the White House now. They didn't in 2020. If they are going around stealing elections, why
when you
didn't
say
they
Democrats have control now
of the White House?
Yeah.
So why didn't they steal this election? Since they have more power now.
Because I think it was too big to rig.
Boom.
So you won't.
Too big to rig.
To the.
Hey, now, look. He gave her the answer. It was a simple answer. And it was a good answer. He was like, oh, okay. It was just too big to rig. That's what we were doing the whole time. If you were following, but clearly you were not, your head was buried in the sand. That's what he's been speaking about at his rallies all this time. We need to make sure that it's too big to rig this time. Get out there and vote. The numbers got to be crazy. That's why the popular vote went to Trump. That's why, because too big to rig. They knew that they were going to try to do something. Clearly, they was trying to lock the man up. Lady, were you not paying attention? They was trying to rig it. They was trying. They tried. We have been teaching people how to grow online. It's been absolutely amazing. We have 3 people who have been able to reach monetization in less than 30 days. Growing YouTube channels, some from 0 people. We have one guy who had 2 subscribers before he started working with me. He started helping him. His views went up 4.8 million%. We're super excited. If anybody ever want to grow on YouTube, you reach out to me with the word coach. They tried to take his name off of ballots in many states. Were you not paying attention? They just failed at their jobs. Sometimes the cheater wins and sometimes the cheater loses. It was too big to rig.
People who say that you're now directing your Justice Department to investigate 2020, and they want to move on.
Very careful. I think Pam is going to be great.
Precious resources.
By the way,
is that what you want them to do?
Just so you know, I have the right to do that, but I'm not interested in that.
Oh, you're not. You're not going to do that.
I'm not interested.
Okay.
I have the absolute right. I'm the chief law enforcement officer. You do know that. I'm the president. But I'm not interested in that. You know what I'm interested in? Drilling and getting prices down and stopping people from pouring into our border that come from prisons and mental institutions.
Now, check this out. She tried to still throw it at him like, okay, but you're still coming after people. Please tell me you're not going to come after people. No, listen, lady, grow the hell up. Grow the hell up. This is what politicians do. All right. They got in front of me and tried to stop me from getting the job that they know I've done better at it than than Biden, and arguably better than Obama as well. And y'all still don't want me to be at the seat. Y'all still don't want me in the White House again. Y'all did everything you could possibly do, including but not limited to your stupid ass network, MSNBC. But look at me. I still won. Y'all did nothing but lie. And anytime I was shining and doing something right, you wouldn't put it on your daggone channel. And now you want to say, are you going to come after people? Bruh, no, I got work to do. Are you paying attention? Grow the hell up. That's not the last time she asked her that. I'm asking that. She kept talking about retribution. So this one right here was when he was talking, where he responded to that. Check this out. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys.
I'm really looking to make our country successful. I'm not looking to go back into the past. I'm looking to make our country successful. Retribution will be through success. If we can make this country successful, that would be my greatest, that would be such a great achievement. Bring it back. We have a country now that's overridden with crime, that has millions of people that shouldn't be here, that should be in prisons in other countries, that should be in mental institutions. We have drug lords being dropped into our country and told never go back to their country. I'm looking to make our country great. I'm looking to bring prices down because, you know, I won on two things, the border and more than immigration. You know, they like to say immigration. I break it down more to the border, but I won on the border and I won on groceries. It's a very simple word, groceries. I'm really looking.
Now, the reason why I had to play that clip is because retribution is in the back of all of their minds. That's the only reason why President Joe Biden gave Hunter such a huge pardon. Trump wasn't even around. He wasn't doing his political thing during 2014. All right. He was just in business. He was talking about what was going on in the world, around the world, and then politics and the government and whatnot. But he wasn't running for president then. But they went ahead and gave him this blanket pardon where even if he did something way back then and it comes out to be true, my boy is protected. My boy, my baby that waited for my other baby to pass away, his brother, and then he decided to diddle his wife out of all people. Come on now. This dude, and I saw this on Candace Owens' show. Hunter Biden was driving 170 plus miles per hour while smoking a crack pipe. And Joe Biden tried to act like we should not make fun of him. He has a problem. He has an issue. If he has a crack problem, why in the hell is he working for you? If he has a crack problem, why in the hell is he speaking for you in other countries, to other nations? Why is he doing that? Why is he in the White House handling business? Why is he around during conversations that nobody is supposed to be privy to? Like, come on now. The dude has a problem. He should be in a facility. Like, if that's the case, he should be in a damn facility getting help, not making millions of dollars for his damn family, getting sent $1 million gifts from China. Come on now. Does that make sense? If my son or my daughter is strung out on drugs or something like that, you think I'm going to say, you know what I want you to do? I want you to lead. I want you to head a department in my business. That's what I want you to do. I want you to head a department in my company. I want you to go out there and have meetings. Matter of fact, I'm about to go meet with some people in China and some other countries. I want you to jump on the plane with me, and I want you to be in all those meetings. That's what you deserve to do since you've been smoking all that daggone crack. Come on, man. Come on. But these people like to just completely forget about these things. As I get it, she was trying to do a hard-nosed interview, but she failed miserably. And in this one right here, she's asking him about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I really want y'all to hear this one right here. This exchange right here is absolutely phenomenal. This is why Kamala did not become the president. This is why she did not become the president, because a lot of people would have voted for her if she was able to do these type of conversations. She was not. She was not. All right, let's check this out. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. And thank y'all so much for pulling up, man.
Let me ask you about RFK Jr. He has obviously talked about his skepticism of vaccines. He's expressed opposition to childhood vaccines. Do you want to see childhood vaccines eliminated?
If they're dangerous for the children. Look.
So possibly?
When you look at some of the problems, when you look at what's going on with disease and sickness in our country, something's wrong.
Are you talking about autism?
Well, if you take a look at autism, you go back 25 years, autism was almost non-existent. It was, 1 out of 100,000. And now it's close to 1 out of 100.
Well,
I mean, what's happening? If they can find it. Now, I did something the other night that was a little unusual. At Mar-a-Lago, I called the drug companies, the top drug companies, and I called RFK Jr. and Dr. Oz and some of his people. And I said, let's all get together and let's figure out where we're going, because we're going to do a lot of things. Number one, we're going to reduce prices, because the middleman makes more money than the drug companies, in all fairness to the drug companies. There's a middleman that nobody even knows who they are. And you look at our drug prices, they're much higher than the prices for the same medicine, for the same stuff. So we met, and we met for a long time. And we talked about pricing, and we talked about vaccines, in terms of what happens. We talked about pesticides. We talked about everything. And I think a lot of good things are going to come from him. And he's not going to upset any system. He's not going to upset this. He's not looking to, to reinvent the wheel totally. But when you look at the numbers, we really don't have a very healthy country.
Well, we don't have a very healthy country, and everything that Trump just now said about RFK breaking down all of the chemicals that are involved in not only the vaccines that they're trying to give to our children and what they researched about autism, how a lot of these vaccines are connected to children being autistic. But he also said RFK is not going to hurt anything. He's just shaking things up. Yes, he is going to hurt things, because the more natural you make our foods, the more natural you make our medicines, companies start to go out of business. I mean, because there's a whole bunch of companies that have been feeding us, sugar honey iced tea for such a long time, and been profiting millions, billions of dollars even off of us becoming less healthy, because the more we need them, the more sickly we are, the fatter their pockets become. And if RFK does what he says he's going to do, their pockets are going to become smaller and smaller and smaller. So there's going to be some heat from those companies and from their employees and from their businesses that are going to come down on Trump. But I'm with it 100%, because I'm for us being far more healthy than we've ever been. I want to see our nation still be around 2,000 years from now. Not that I can see it, but it will be beautiful if we are, because if we start to put health as a main focus, now your life could potentially extend 10 to 15 more years, 20 more years even. And and the same thing for your children and your nieces, nephews, everyone you know and love, if they become a little bit more health conscious, and especially if it's coming from the president encouraging this. Come on now. Come on. Y'all, wasn't they praising Michelle Obama, or as y'all call her, Big Mike, when she came out with schools can only serve healthy lunches now, and everybody was pissed off because they like, man, I don't want to eat no damn salad. I want to eat a sloppy Joe. And she like, nah, you're going to eat salads. Everybody was saying that was such a great thing. Now it's not a great thing. Nah, we about to make America healthy, Jack.
Sir, going back 25 years, studies show that there is no link between vaccines and autism. And yet it sounds like you are open to the possibility of him looking
I'm
at
open to
getting rid of
anything.
them.
I think somebody has to find out. If you go back 25 years ago, you had very little autism. Now you have it. I mean,
Well, they say because they're better at identifying it.
1 in 100,000, and now it's 1 in 100. That's a pretty bad number.
Childhood vaccines.
I mean, something is going on. I don't know if it's vaccines. Maybe it's chlorine in the water, right? People are looking at a lot of different things.
Well, childhood vaccines.
I want them to look at everything.
Everything. So childhood vaccines have prevented about 4 million deaths around the world every year.
I think that's great. I'm all for it. I think it's great. Hey, look, I'm not against vaccines. The polio vaccine is the greatest thing. If somebody told me get rid of the polio vaccine, they're going to have to work real hard to convince me. I think certain vaccines are incredible. but maybe some aren't. And if they aren't, we have to find out. But when you talk about autism, because it was brought up, and you look at the amount we have today versus 20 or 25 years ago, it's pretty scary.
Well, again, scientists say that's because they've gotten better
I
at
think we're gonna
identifying it,
know,
and there's
yeah.
no link in
But
studies.
the drug
so-
companies are going to be working with RFK Jr. and he's been an interesting guy to me. I've watched him for 25 years.
Did you hear what she just now said? So Trump is giving her information and she's just she's just knocking it out like, I'm not even considering this. So it seems like she's trying to disregard everything she's saying. She was like, well, studies have shown us that it's not really a tie-in to the vaccines that people are getting autism. It's our technology is able to dial in on autism and find out if people have autism a lot quicker and a lot better now. So that's why we're seeing that a lot more people have autism is because of our technology, not because of the vaccines. And he's telling her, just listen to what I'm saying. All right. And you can go back and do your research afterwards if you want to. Feel free. But I'm letting you know right now that I got some extremely smart people on my team. And what I'm telling you right now, they have told me, and I've seen the information myself. And I just want us to work together. But her energy and her spirit is showing us already they don't want to listen to what the hell he got going on. They don't want to listen to the damn thing he has to say at all.